And so the season began.
Very promising position conceded by Tony.
Saved his fair share of penalties in the European Championships.
Through here, Woods makes the save, but here's Dane Whitehouse. It's 1-0 to Sheffield United against Michael.
Hello and welcome to the Red Cassette, where in today's video we're going to be looking at Sheffield United's new home kit for the 2021-22 season. As I was editing the last video, so yesterday's video, it got dropped. It got dropped with this swanky new video, as you could probably see now.
You fill up my senses.
You know the drill by now. It's the standard atmospheric shots to a hip-hop background. Okay, let's jump straight into the top to bottom. Okay, so what we've got at the top is obviously a white collar and then white stripes down the shoulders, much like this training top I've got on right now, which is last season's training top. If you didn't know, it's the polo version of it. I just got it because it was in the sale, and I thought, alright, it'll do for when I do sort of like exercise or when I'm sitting around or doing a video like this. So back to the actual shirt that we're looking at today. It's got blank red sleeves, so it's a lot like this one. Obviously there's going to be championship sleeve patches on it, so this is the 1920 shirt. Now there will be quite a few parallels drawn between this one and the new one, as well as the 1992-94 shirt, because there are similarities between the three kits altogether. So, and then you've got the cuffs that match the collar, so they're obviously white. They're the same. That's obviously the accent colour is the white in this. Then you've got a really, moving down towards the chest, you've got a really cool version of the Adidas logo that's got like a black outline. It's white but with a black outline. That's really cool. I don't think I've actually seen that on any other kit other than like ones that people have done sort of in their bedroom on a computer sort of thing. So that's really cool. And then you've got the standard Blades badge, which is just you know the standard stitched on one. It looks really nice. It works really well with the stripes as well. It doesn't sort of like doesn't impede on the stripes. It doesn't look odd. Sometimes badges, when they're stuck on the shirt, they can look a bit odd, they can look a bit out of centre, but I think this one in general it looks quite good. And then moving down towards the middle of the shirt, we've obviously got the Randox logo, which is our new shirt sponsor. As I said in the away video, it seems like the general consensus is that it is a little bit big, but then again we have been rather spoiled with obviously the USG advert being quite small, as well as even previous ones that we've had more recently, like this Teletext Holidays advert. They're both quite small, whereas this one's quite large and blocky. But again, I don't think it really harms the shirt too much. I think it still looks like a really classy affair. The one thing that is a bit weird about the Randox logo is the O in Randox. The infill in the middle is red, but it's interacting with a white stripe, which looks a bit strange. It's almost like there's a red dot in the white stripe. Obviously it's from the advert, but that's what it looks like from afar. And then sort of if we move round the back, we've got the nice Blades badge on the back of the shirt, which is one of the bespoke features, along with the fact that this shirt, and I can't believe this because I've wanted it for years. I've wanted it since 2017, since we had our last shirt with pinstripes, but it's got black pinstripe. But these aren't like the thick, mean-looking, business-like black pinstripes as on this one. They're really thin ones, but they're actually inside the red stripe, which is really cool. And for me, the fact that they are really fine and they're actually sort of almost like inside the red stripes, it gives me sort of, it's almost reminiscent of the 1992-94 shirt from the first two Premier League seasons, in that obviously the pinstripes were a little bit different on that shirt, but they were very small, and it sort of has that sort of vibe to it, which is good to see, because you know, retro and looking back at 90s kits in particular is quite popular at the minute. So any sort of design motifs that you can bring into the newer kits, I think the fan base really like, because it's all about nostalgia and remembering kits of the past. And then in general, the fabric looks interesting. I mean, I've not seen it in the flesh yet, but the fabric looks really cool. It almost looks like a development of the fabric on this shirt. If you'll have owned it, you'll know that it has a weird texture to it, and the club has actually uploaded a few really like macro shots of the new fabric, which are really useful for gauging what the fabric is going to look like. I'll put them up on screen now so you can sort of see what I mean by the fact that it's an interesting there's an interesting bit of detailing to the fabric and like the stitching, and then on the back there's the normal sort of silky football shirt feel to it, which is nice. And talking about the back, it's a shame but there isn't any stripes down the back. It's a lot like this shirt again, in that there's a large blank area, but then there's stripes towards the bottom. So that's how it's going to be with that shirt. But then again, I don't mind, because there's going to be a big number on the back anyway. Whether I'll put a number on mine, I'm not sure, because I feel like the Championship numbers don't look as good as the Premier League ones, so I'll probably give it a miss. Although, to be honest, I've never had numbers on the back of my shirts. Moving down onto the shorts and onto the socks, they're just black shorts and red socks again, so pretty much the same bottom half as last season and the season before. A lot of people have sort of complained about it, because there are a lot of people who feel like United should always play with black socks and black shorts, which we haven't done since 2017-18, I believe, at least with the home kit anyway. So yeah, but I personally really like red socks. I think they look really classy, but that's that. And yeah, as I mentioned, overall it's very reminiscent of the 92-94 shirt, as well as the 1920 shirt. It's almost like a development of this shirt, which is not a bad thing at all, because this is an absolute classic. I absolutely adore this shirt, as well as this one that I'm talking about now. So yeah, I'll move on to the Twitter response. In general, it seems to have been a pretty popular shirt. Like there have been a lot of people going, right, I'm buying both because these are both gorgeous. A lot of people going, I'm not going to be able to wait until the end of season sale to get it, because there are a lot of people who wait until the end of the season to buy it, because obviously football shirts are expensive. I mean, if you're collecting them all, paying £55 a year is a lot, but there we are. There will be a lot of people pre-ordering both shirts, so yeah, that's £110. But it's worth it, because it's carrying on the tradition of collecting United shirts. So yeah, in general, the Twitter response, it's been very popular, and there's been people sort of going, out, it's a massive improvement on last season's, because obviously last season's was generally seen as a pretty poor shirt, and for a pretty poor season as well. It'll be at the back of most people's wardrobes if they did buy it. I bought it, and yeah, it's one of those, you've got to have it if you collect them, but if you just buy the ones you like, it's probably not one to pick up. There's been a lot of people as well say that they're really glad to see the return of a red back, which is, I really like the red back on this shirt, which I'm fairly sure it's going to be very similar on the back of the new shirt. In fact, it's going to be almost identical, but with obviously black pinstripes. But yeah, the red colour is on the base colour for this shirt, as well as that one. Really, really classy, nice. It's almost like a royal red, which obviously it's not a royal red, because I'm fairly sure that's not a colour, but you know what I mean, like royal blue but red. That makes no sense whatsoever, but I hope you understand what I mean. And then if we look at the goalkeeper kits, which were also released, I'm only going to touch on these very slightly, because to be honest, most people aren't interested in goalkeeper kits. You mostly only see kids in them, to be fair. But yeah, it looks like we've got a grey and a green one. They're both pretty solid. The grey one looks nice. The green one is particularly nice. They've sort of got like a nebula effect to them. They're the standard Adidas kits, goalkeepers kits, I've no doubt, just with the United badge stuck on. But then again, that's the way it's always been. So, the conclusion. What do we think to the shirt? Overall, really nice. I think it's a Premier League shirt in the Championship. It's a really good shirt. I know we don't carry shirts over anymore, but I feel like if we did get promoted, I would love to see us play in the Premier League in this shirt. But obviously, the modern world, we don't tend to carry kits. I don't think we've carried a kit over since the 2003-04 season, which was actually the first kit I ever owned as a little boy. So yeah, it doesn't look like we'll carry it over, but oh well. It's got Chris Basham's approval. He seems to like it. He seems to like both kits. He thinks the away kit's one of the best ones that we've had since he's been here, which is about a million years, to be honest.
Black boots. Number 6 on the back. Happy to be here. This one's probably the nicest one we've had.
Yeah, I do like it.
Up there. I like the yellow one still. Leads the way.
I like the yellow one.
It's just one away one I can remember. I like the silver and the black in it. Just goes with the world now, doesn't it?
So that's a good, always a good mark. I think that's it. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on both. I'll do a little video. Then it'll probably be a lot shorter because I won't have to go into as much detail. But yeah. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Comment what you think of both kits. If you haven't watched the away kit video, which I uploaded yesterday, please go and watch it. It would be much appreciated. And after all, see you in a bit.
Through here. Woods makes the save. But here's Dane Whitehouse. It's 1-0 to Sheffield United.